Hello guys, welcome to basic nursing classes. Myself Amanpreet. So today we are moving on with our category C lab values. The remaining lab values in category C are platelets, partial pressure of carbon dioxide and partial pressure of oxygen. And in today's video we are going to discuss about platelets and partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So let's discuss first the platelets. Firstly, the normal value of platelets is 1,50,000 to 4,50,000, and if the count is below 1,50,000, it means we have to start bleeding precautions, or other name is thrombocytopenic precautions. Okay, so if the count is less than 90,000, then it becomes level C, high priority. But if it becomes less than 40,000, it becomes level D. Okay, in that case the nurse cannot leave the patient's bedside. Okay, that is very critical situation, and this situation appears mostly in bone marrow disorders. And in bone marrow disorders, generally leukemias, either they are chronic or acute, and lymphomas, they generally are there. In bleeding precautions, the nurse should look for internal as well as external bleeding. For example, if the patient is having prolonged bleeding periods, there is blood in urine as well as blood in stool and blood from the gums or through the nose. Okay, heavy menstrual bleeding, fatigue, enlarged spleen, easily bruising, and petechiae. The petechiae, these are generally developing through the superficial bleeding. Okay, and these are small spots generally over the lower legs, and these look like purple in color. Okay, so these are the main bleeding precautions the nurse should look for platelets. Let's move on to partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide, we generally look for that in ABG value. Okay, and the normal value is 35 to 45. But if the value goes high, like in 50s, okay, 50 plus, the nurse should look for that. It's alarming situation. The patient is going in respiratory failure, it means. Okay, and carbon dioxide in 50s is level C except for COPD patients. What it means? If a patient is COPD and the level of carbon dioxide in the blood is in 50s, it means it's not level C, it's level D. Okay, so what happens when the carbon dioxide level is level C? First of all, the nurse should look for the respiratory status. She should measure the rate of respiration. Okay, and if there is respiratory difficulty is present, then the nurse should prepare the patient for pursed lip breathing. Now what is it? Pursed lip breathing is mainly we inhale through the nose with mouth closed, okay, and exhaling through the tightly closed pursed lip. Okay, and by this thing the respiratory status should increase, should be stable. But if the status is not improving, then the nurse should call the doctor. Okay, but if the carbon dioxide level in the blood is in 60s, it becomes level D. Okay, then it is, you might say, it is an indication of respiratory failure. In that condition, the first step the nurse should follow is assess the status of the respiration. Okay, then prepare for intubation or ventilation in any other way. Okay, then call the respiratory therapist. Okay, and stay with the patient. In that condition, the nurse cannot leave the patient alone. Okay. So remember, if the carbon dioxide is in 50s, it is level C, except for COPD. For COPD, it becomes level D. Okay, but if it is in 60s, it becomes level D. Okay, in level C, we do post sleep breathing, and in level D, we do ventilation. Okay, or we intubate the patient. Okay, and in both conditions, we have to assess the respiratory status. So these are main nursing responsibilities you have to remember. So in the next video, we will discuss about the partial pressure of oxygen and about pH value. Okay, so that's it. Good luck for exam. Thank you.